All right, so moving files in Windows. We've made this video already, but it's done in 1440p, so we're going to go ahead and do it here in 1080p so it's slightly larger and easier to see. So moving files within Windows is a very simple process, and it doesn't need to be any more complicated than this. So when you come into Windows, you're going to go ahead and click on this little folder icon down at the bottom of your screen. It may be located, slightly over here if you have Windows 10 instead of in the middle like mine, because I'm on Windows 11. But the process is the same. So you'll click on the folder icon, and that will bring up File Explorer. This is the Windows File Explorer. And in here, you'll see on the left-hand side is your navigation menu. In the navigation menu, you've got a listing of places here under quick access that are places that you frequently use or ones that you've deliberately pinned here so that you can get to them quickly. You also have access to the entirety of your PC and your network if you've got all that configured. But for this particular video, we're going to focus just on using the locations within your quick access menu. So the process is exactly the same within any of these different areas. These are just different places you can move it to. And so to keep things nice and neat, we're just going to stick to our quick access. So you'll notice here, I'm in my downloads folder. So in here, we've got a number of files, and we want to say move these to Google Drive or the documents folder. So in here, I have a number of PDFs here. These are part of a training session that I've got. And so you'll notice there are 4 of them. If I want to move these files over to another location, there's several ways to do it. I can individually select them one by one. If you hold the control key, you can select specific ones if you don't need all of them. And you can just let go when you're done selecting and then do what you need. You can select all of them at once by clicking on the top one, holding down the shift key, and then clicking the very bottom one. This selects the top and bottom and everything in between. This can be done in absolutely any section of File Explorer, any number of files. So for example, if you have a large number of them in a pictures folder or wherever else, you can select a large number of them doing it that way. So we are going to move these 4 documents, okay, from here into our Google Drive. The process is very simple. You select the items, and then you're going to click and drag them and drop them on my drive. Now, I've already done that, so it gave me an error because they're already there. But that's the process. It's really that simple. Same applies if you want to throw them on the desktop. I can just click and drag, and now it'll move those items to my desktop instead of my downloads folder. So that's how you move files around within Windows. It's truly that simple. And I'm trying to think if there's any other issues that you may encounter. One thing to keep in mind when you move those files, you can always go back and double check to make sure that those files were moved by just going to the folder that you dropped them into and then checking to verify that they're there. And you can see that those are all right there, so all is well. There are a number of other features or things that you can do with these files, but for right now, we're going to just cover moving them. You can also copy them. You can completely move them. There are a bunch of features that Windows makes available, but right now for this video alone, we're just going to stick with the simple. So I hope that covers how to move files around where you need them. Just let me know if you have questions.